And welcome back. We are in weather alert mode tonight as we head out to the weather deck with meteorologist Molly Matat. What is that weather alert exactly for tonight for neighbors up north, Mo?
Right, and it is focused up to the north. This is because our next system's on the way, and it's going to bring a change in the forecast for everybody. We've been pretty quiet today. Temperatures still above normal. Tomorrow we go mild. We also go windy, and we have moisture on the way. For most of us, it falls as rain, but up to the north, could be a tricky mix. Check out where temperatures are right now. Syracuse is at 38 degrees. Our high today was in the mid and low 40s across the area. So above normal for this time of year, but temperatures will drop as we head through the next couple of hours and through the overnight. Not like last night when we were hanging out in the 40s and 30s for a while. We will get close to the freezing mark early tomorrow morning, and that's going to be key for when this system moves through. Triple Doppler radar brought to you by Fossil Service Experts shows that we are quiet area wide. Looks like there may be a few flurries over near the Mohawk Valley. Most showers are well to the south of here, though. That's going to change as we head into the overnight and through the day tomorrow. More moisture is moving into the area. That's going to be our next system, and you can see it's falling as rain now, but remember, I said the temperatures will drop overnight, especially up to the north where we may get into the low 30s and 20s. As that moisture moves in, it could actually fall as a mix. So here's what we're watching up north. There's a wind advisory for Jefferson and Lewis County. In these areas, we could see gusts up to 55 miles per hour. That's enough to do some minor damage and maybe cause some power outages as well. So we're going to be keeping an eye up there. Remember, all of central New York will be windy tomorrow. It's up to the north where we have the biggest risk for potential damage. Now let's talk about that tricky mix. There's a winter weather advisory for Jefferson, Lewis, into St. Lawrence, northern Herkimer, and for northern Oneida County, and this is for the threat of freezing rain. Let me show you the futurecast icing. So just for reference, the light pink shading, a trace, a glaze, that's enough for some slick spots, but not a major issue. Watch what happens as we put this forward through early tomorrow morning in those coolest spots in central New York, northern Oneida, into Lewis and parts of Jefferson County. There will be anywhere from a glazing to a 1/10 of an inch of ice. Once that forms, it's pretty tough. Things get slick and slippery very quickly. Over the highest elevations, we could have a little bit more than that, and that makes for very icy travel conditions, and that may persist as we head into the late morning before we go mild. So that's what we're going to be watching up to the north. Let's see how this plays out for the rest of us on the Futurecast. Midnight tonight's where I pick this up because we're quiet for the evening and rain doesn't even get close to us until well after midnight. But this is what I'm talking about. Temperatures do drop before this moves in. Once the rain starts, temperatures actually start to rise. It's because our winds out of the south are going to be strengthening. So in these areas that you see to the north and northeast of central New York, by 4 a.m., while we're into rain, and it will be heavy at times, they'll still be dry, but they'll be colder in the 20s and 30s. That means as this moisture moves in, we're still in rain for the morning, and it will be steady for the morning hours in places like the Finger Lakes and in central New York, up to the north and in those higher elevations, falling as a tricky mix with some icing. As we head into the late morning by 10 o'clock, notice that it's really only over the higher terrain of the Tug that we're still seeing any new mix. Then everyone goes mild for the afternoon, and that wintry precipitation kind of comes to an end. We'll be looking at highs in the 50s here in Syracuse up to the north. They may eventually push into the 40s. The last hurrah is a line of scattered showers that moves through in the early afternoon, and then we actually dry out for the rest of the day and look pretty nice as we head into the evening. So it's steady rain in the morning, spotty showers on and off in the midday, and then drier towards the evening. That drying, by the way, leads to a really nice stretch of weather for Monday, Tuesday, even into Wednesday. Look at that. Above normal temperatures, sunshine, clouds, maybe a risk for a shower up to the north on Wednesday. Everyone gets some rain by the start of March on Thursday. And you can track it all with our Weather Authority app brought to you by CNYRealtor.com.